Hello, everyone.
Hello, Gabi. Good morning.
Hey, guys, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. How is everything? How are you doing? Ready for this adventure?
Ready for this adventure.
Yeah?
And only winners here at Saturday morning.
Only the champions.
Yes.
That's it, exactly. Well, guys, welcome, everyone. Let me see who is here. Let me see you, Vitor. Andressa, welcome, Nathi, Camila, Artus. Good to see you guys. Vini, you are here too.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Welcome, everyone. I'm very happy that you're here. I have prepared some challenges for you, some interesting practices, all right? And basically, we have no time to lose. Because the goal is to finish punctually at 12 p.m. Right? Let's see if we can do that. I believe we can do that.
Don't late my lunch.
Yeah, everyone will be hungry by the end. Like, oh, I hate English. Can you listen to me well? I don't know my microphone. I think it's okay. Connected.
It's perfect.
Hello, André. Welcome, Mister.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Are you and Vinny in pajamas, guys? Don't you want to show up in the camera? I was considering doing that. I swear, I considered, oh, today's Saturday. I think they will understand if I'm on in pajamas, but then I realized, no, this is not right. We're going on a hike. But if you guys are in pajamas, no problem, I think. As long as you have a t-shirt, it's okay. Oh, people. This event is really it has the intention of putting into practice the many strategies that we gave you in the last week's live on YouTube. Who has watched the live? Raise your hand, please.
I know.
You can raise your hand virtually. Good. You no problem if you didn't, okay, but very nice that you girls did. Really cool. If you didn't, there is still time after this super hike. You can click that link that it's available on the channel, on Speak Now YouTube channel. You can find it. And we are exploring beyond that, beyond those strategies, okay? Not only we are going to put in practice and study and learn strategies to speak English more confidently, but we are going beyond the ones that we saw in that you will see or that you saw in the live. All right, we are going to collaborate today. The idea is that we're going to hold our hands virtually and work together to put into practice some of these strategies. So far, so good. Any questions? Do we have only hikers here? Oh, we have a camper. Vinny is a camper. Yay! So, Vinny, you are representing all the campers, okay? I count on you. On your participation.
Without pressure, Vinny.
Without pressure. Very spontaneously.
A lot of response.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to what we're going to study today, what we're going to approach today. We're going to detect and to evaluate our own insecurities when it comes to speaking English. What stops you from speaking English with confidence? Yeah, start thinking about it. The ones that watched the live have already done this self-analysis, yeah, and you have even included in the chat. I remember Nati has mentioned her insecurities. um, is it it is really important to detect that first of all, because when you see what is causing you trouble to speak, then you can work on that. Yeah, you can try um, to solve that specific thing, and that's why I'm going to help you today to detect your insecurities. And besides that, for every kind of insecurity that we can possibly have when it comes to speaking in English, there will be specific strategies for you to overcome them once and for all. Okay, I promise. Also, this is something in the second topic, integrated language skills. This is something that I'm not going to teach you about, but I will mention about, and you are going to conclude um as we go, as we move on, yeah, as we go on, that speaking is one of the language skills that are essentials to learn a language. That is essential to learn a language, but that is only one of them. Yeah, you know what we are talking about. We are talking about uh, writing. Yeah, we are talking about listening and reading. These are all complementary to each other. So we have to understand that by improving your listening skills, developing your listening skills, working on your listening skills, on your writing skills, on your reading skills, on the other skills, you are almost automatically improving speaking, right? I don't like the word automatically because it's not quite like that, but you get the idea.
Spontaneous.
Spontaneously, yeah, instantaneously, like noodles, like cup noodles. When you put water into it, it gets soft.
Mm.
More or less like that. Yeah. Um, I would need a volunteer to read this paragraph for us. Volunteers. Vitor, please.
Essentially, speaking a language helps to move your knowledge of grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation from the back of your mind to the front, or from your slow memory to your quick memory. Given time, this will improve your fluency and memory too.
All right, so we're going to begin talking about some of the insecurities, and one of them is a lot related to memory.
Mm.
All right, any questions? So far, so good?
No,
Yeah.
it's good.
All right. So let's get to it. So the first insecurity, and this is something we mentioned in the live last week, is last week? No, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, right? I'm
2
saying
weeks.
last week, but it was not last week. It was 2 weeks ago. The first type of insecurity we could call the social one. Yeah, the social insecurity. Could someone read for us, please? Another volunteer.
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
You are okay to speak when there's no one around. Still, it's hard to express your ideas freely in the presence of others.
Okay, raise your hand virtually. if you identify with this. Okay. Most of you, actually, almost everyone. I see, guys. So, why do you think this is happening? Why do you think that when you are alone, or let's say in front of the mirror, or just talking to yourself in English, or practicing by yourself, it is easier? What do you think that causes you to feel insecure when you have to speak your mind to others?
The fear of do mistakes or to do not speak correct. In my perspective, it's hard when you are talking with someone who is not English speaker or um, who is learning to, because in my my perspective, because the person who is learning or in a next level or in a higher level than you, um, this person can um, uh, to see you, how can I say, in a perspective of you are mm,
Inferior?
yes, or you are dumb, or not dumb is correct. The
Okay,
word's correct, but
that's a strong
uh,
word.
yes, um, the fear of be criticized or
Uh-huh.
you something like that.
So basically, being judged for not speaking correctly.
Yes, basically, uh, because someone who's a English speaker native, uh, like when you are talking with someone, people in Florianopolis will agree. Uh, Someone who speaks Spanish from Argentina, for example,
Mm-hmm.
we do not um, judge them for speak Portuguese wrong
Uh-huh.
or
Mix.
something,
Mix a little bit.
because we understand the complexity of learning uh, other language or to learn something you are not born to do or
Mhm.
something like that. In my perspective, is the worst phase of speak English with or around people who do not speak fluently too.
But do you, wow, interesting perspective. So you think everyone here is judging you while you are speaking?
No, no, no. It's different because we we the people who are here um, had uh, a mind prepared to learn, or we are.
Or not to judge? Yeah, guys, please.
I'm judge you, Victor. I'm judge you.
Yes.
You
Archie
speak
is
very
just
well.
Yeah,
You speak
I
very
think
well.
I think we are on the same step, so it is working better. But for me,
Yes.
the point is I'm ashamed to of being ridiculous or speak something much wrong, and this shy of um, oh, someone is judging me, so something like that. But as Victor said, we are very helpful to others with this Spanish guy to understand and explain some wrong things or something like that. But we are very, how can I say it? We are very self. How can I say it, Gabi? Autocobrança.
you you judge yourself too much.
Yes, we judge ourselves too much for
Self judgment.
yeah, self-judgment. Thank you.
There's a lot of self-judgment involved, and the fear of having people to interpret what you're saying in a wrong way. Yeah, or maybe to offend someone, or to feel to be to self-depreciate. Yeah. When it's not your intention, it's not cool. When it's your intention, okay, everybody laughs, it's a joke. But when it's not your intention, no one likes that, right? Would you like to add more to what they said? Because I think everyone was really connected by what Andres and Vitor said, but manifest yourselves if you have anything else to add to the soup, to the juice.
I think it is judgment too, but I'm concerned about the other people will don't be understand me. I think it is.
Not so much about speaking correctly, but making yourself understood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you mean that too, Victor, or do you mean speaking correctly indeed?
I think when in the last hike, the last meetup, Artus, I think Artus, who said he's taking random words, random words, who which connect words that connect a whole subject. When you speak or you say words who make sense in a context, you do not need to speak perfect, but you will be understood and understandable when you say the words that connect themselves or itself in a context, in a whole context.
So I
In
believe
my
it's a yes.
yes.
Okay. Do you remember that, Artus? I think we are going to the right way, guys. We're going to the right way because you see, no one needs to speak perfectly. Yes, no, it's not a goal for you to have. It's like simply stop trying to speak perfectly, because not even a native speaker will do that. Not even a teacher will do that. No one can speak perfectly. Perfect English is simply an idealization. No one will speak perfect English. And I agree. I agree with all that you said. The self judgment is so hard. Sometimes you are trying to just be understood. You are not even worried about speaking perfectly, but you judge a lot your performance while speaking. And I insist, guys, try not to do so. Try. We gave this. We gave this tip, this strategist, this solution for that in the live. Do you remember what we said in the live? What Mateo said in the live? He wanted to say a bad word, but he couldn't. He said, "Don't give a damn." Or in other words, don't give a F word. Yeah, because who can judge the process? Yeah, your performance. You are learning. So first of all, you are very courageous to be doing that. Yeah, so remember that you have the courage to learn, to sound ridiculous if it's the case. You have the courage to be maybe you have this risk, yeah, of people not understanding what you mean and interpreting what you said wrong, in a wrong way, taking it wrong. So you're being very courageous to even with all the risks involved, keep trying harder and harder. I believe if you get this idea of, I don't care what others will think, I don't care if they don't understand me, I'm trying my best. I believe with this mindset, we can move on to the next strategies. And I would really feel so much glad, so thankful if everyone here accepts this mindset. I don't care what others will think of my English. I'll just speak my mind, and it is que lutem. Yes. Let's move on. I think everyone could. I will give you a challenge, guys. By the end of this part of the super hike, I will give you a challenge, and you put that into practice. You will show that you have this mindset now.
But Gabi, you don't have the sensation about Vitor and Andressa and Camila said this judgment. In my case, this word I use is shame, for example. But you don't have this sensation when you initiated with this English process to know English language.
Good question. I will say that no. But because I was always very extrovert, I never thought of being ashamed of learning English. I was always showing off, like, haha, I know English, haha. You don't. You see, so I always adopted this opposite posture because I was a teenager. And then I wanted to sing and play the guitar. So I always was, how can I say that? Metida, yes? Showing off, bragging because I knew English. Nowadays, because the social perspective has changed and English is not a differential anymore, English is a must, then there is a tendency for people to feel a little bit ashamed of not knowing, of not speaking really well, or not feeling confident to speak. But if you go back to some years ago, oh my gosh, Artus has left. If you go back to a decade ago, for example, wow, man, you speak English. PlayStation. What's your favorite color? So this was already like, oh my gosh, she speaks English, yeah? So let's understand that it's a personal perspective, it's a context, a social context involved. But I would definitely recommend you to adopt this posture. Don't give a damn. And whatever they think, whatever they, if they think they can judge you, what a pity, yes? Because they are missing the opportunity to learn with you, to learn from you. So I think that's it. I've seen a video, by the way, this is a curiosity, okay? I've seen a video of an interview. Fernanda Montenegro in 1999 was interviewed by a talk show host in the US. And she had an intermediate English, but then she found ways to be herself, and she found ways to, she was very nervous, okay, but she was trying to make a big effort to explain the ideas she wanted. Sometimes people laughed at her when she said something that was not a joke, that was not supposed to be a joke. but it was not a laugh. I could understand that people were not laughing because she made a mistake. People were laughing because it was, wow, brilliant. How can she come up with this in English? Nobody says that, but wow, that makes a lot of sense. Or it's cute, it's charming. Yeah, so I would say be proud of how you speak, be proud of how you try. Yes, the effort you make, the courage you have. This is something to be proud of, not something to be judged, first of all. Artus, are you okay? You've returned like the city.
That light down in this moment when you speak to me your story about when you born and you change to speak English.
Yeah, but I think we are going to have the recording tomorrow. I will post this to YouTube. Guys, you're gonna be famous. We are going to post this to YouTube, and you can, with the link, you can watch it. You can go to this part and watch it again. All right. But basically, teacher was always bragging, bragging, se achando, contando vantagem. Yes, bragging about speaking English, showing off, ostentando. Yes, English for you. Okay. And this is another moment for us to take notes. All right, guys. So pick up your pens, your pencils, pick up a notebook, and let's take notes on these strategies. I promise that if you cannot take notes on everything, don't worry, just the most important is okay, because after this meet, I will send the PDF to you. Okay, so you can take a look later. So the first is record yourself speaking. I need another volunteer to read for me. People are taking the pencils and the notebooks really quick. Peter, you can read for us, please.
Record yourself speaking. Begin with 2 minutes audio or video speaking about things you are already comfortable to talk about. E.g., it's
very interesting. E.g. is an abbreviation that you will find in many books, in many articles. It means example given. For example.
But we speak e.g. or example given?
You can say that too. Example given or for example.
So, for example, yourself, your family, your routine, someone you like, etc.
Okay, so let's begin with 2 minutes audio. Let's start sending audios to the group. Hi guys, this week my routine is so crazy. I am doing this and that. I normally wake up at 8, but tomorrow I'm waking up earlier because of this, because of that. So I would recommend you to send more audios to the hikers group, to the campers group, whatever. I believe now everyone's hikers here. So to the hikers group, and interact with each other. Comment the name of another hiker. For example, Artus, what are you doing at this moment? Send us an audio. Yes.
Or a
Artus,
video.
Send a video. Yes. Like vlogging, right? Like this guy, he's recording himself. He's vlogging, for example. Hey guys, I'm going to work.
What's your word for this? Greg?
Brag?
Brag, yes. Send a video, brag.
No, vlogging.
Yes, but after send the video, I'm brag, yeah.
Bragging, yes. For example, if you have a delicious pizza and it's arrived to your house, so you can say, guys, look what I'm gonna eat now. Or I don't know, be creative, guys. I don't have much.
But
I don't have
but
many
in,
ideas.
but in but in the case you have pizza in your house, you should invite other hikers.
Yeah, in a non-pandemic context.
Yes.
Yeah. Or you put the
And
pizza in the camera like ah.
in some weeks we we all will be vaccinated.
And there is a song for that. There is a song for that. When you get vaccinated, vlog about it if it's possible. Take a picture. I don't know. Post it to the group. See, guys, I got a vaccine. Yeah. So it's really cool to exchange your life experiences, and the audios can be to yourselves to listen after too, just for yourselves. It's okay. You can use the voice recorder of any device, your cell phone, tablet, computer. You can record the 2 minutes audio in the beginning, 2 minutes. After that, you can increase, I don't know, next month, after a month, recording 2 minutes audios talking about your family, about yourself, about your life, about what you did yesterday, about the things you like, etc. You can begin expanding, yeah, beyond that. 3 minutes audio, 5 minutes audio. Why not? Yeah, and talk about things that are a little bit more abstract. For example, um, um, your feelings. It's hard to talk about feelings. Imagine in another language, right? So you have to search for some vocabulary. Uh, and it's a really interesting way to do the journals as well. When you're taking some time to do the journals, you can first record your voice speaking, and then you can transcribe that to a document, and you will look at what you said. This is brilliant because you will see what you said, and after that uh, you can elaborate more on some parts. You can exclude other parts that you don't think are necessary. You can reformulate some parts, which is really interesting, which will uh, make you use writing to improve speaking. You see, but you are conditioning your brain to speak first. Okay, let's go to the next tip, please. Oh, come on, Artus, read for us. Create and enjoy opportunities.
I think it's very difficult
going.
to understand the cell phone buttons, and I think yes,
He's back.
I make this all the time. It's terrible.
Sorry, I misclicked my cell phone.
Okay, no problem.
It
I
will
think
be
it was the
it will
touch
be
screen.
it will be funny because you are recording the meet.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be edited. Okay,
Sorry, God, for this situation.
it's
In
50
video,
reais.
yeah.
Artus, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, can you read for us the next strategy?
Sure.
Okay.
Create and enjoy opportunities. The only way out is truth. Find or create opportunities to interact and communicate with real people in English. E.g., they can be a group of people from college, work, or school, or who share in common interests. Campers, hikers, and apexers are a great start.
All right, people. So that's what I'm talking about. To overcome the social insecurity, you have to face this fear, yeah, of speaking to other people. It's like any other fear. For example, I'm afraid of the dark. I have to little by little put myself in situations when I have to go downstairs and grab some water in the dark, for example. Or when I when
You're
I
really afraid of dark, or is
I,
a joke?
I am.
Yes.
I am. I almost cry talking about it.
Oh yeah.
And it's stupid because I'm an adult, but I feel afraid of it. So I will use this as an analogy, right? So you have to expose yourself to this fear and face it with all your might. But you can begin with a group of hikers that we are already together on this, right? So why not? Um and this is the only way, guys, to try to enjoy these opportunities or sometimes create other opportunities. I know a friend, or there's someone in my house, or there's someone I know, or my boyfriend, my girlfriend, someone that is special to me that I would like to practice with. So hey, good morning, and then you start developing a conversation in English using Google Translator. What's the matter? What's the problem? It's okay. You're gonna learn anyways. Yeah. And sending audios, sending videos. This is really, really cool. Really cool. Um, let's get to next type of insecurity. Vocabulary related insecurities. Nati, read for us, please.
Okay. You seem not to be able to find words to say what you want. You either often forget or get confused about words you already know, or even make a lot of effort to recall the most usual words.
Most of you were nodding. Raise your hands here. Awesome. Awesome. Everyone.
The key point is um, speak with the same processes we hear when uh, all people here are hearing you speaking, and we are understanding with not necessity of translate in our mind. In my case, but I think all here are the same. But in the case of speak, we need to remind, or we need to think about the word we need to use in that case or in that context. But it's not happen when you are hearing someone who's speaking clearly, like you, because we understand, because your pronounce is clear for us, and we do not need to we do not need to uh, translate or think, oh, she's talking about it. No, it's not necessary. You understand it just because you are speaking.
I
It's
would
the key point.
I would say I partially agree with what you said, because you you say it's not necessary to translate when you listen or when you read, but you are doing that um, unconsciously. Yeah. So you say it's not necessary because you're not doing that. You don't do that with the intention of translating. Yeah, but your brain is doing everything for you. uh, and we will always be based on Portuguese because it is our mother language, right? But think about uh, listening and reading as receiving stimuli. So you are receiving stimuli, and your brain is processing everything. Uh, and okay, I understand what the teacher is saying. I understand what my colleagues are saying. I understand what I'm reading, what I'm watching in this video. I can effortlessly understand. But the writing and the speaking are output abilities. Yes, in this sense, you are bringing. We saw in the beginning of the discussion that you are bringing the long-term memory into short-term memory. So this process is a lot demanding in terms of your
The
brain is
road the
exercising
road
hard.
the road in that case is a road with holes, a lot of buracos.
Yeah, it's like a country road. Like you go,
Yes,
and the thing
sand
is,
work.
yeah, the thing is, it's hard. It's harder because you're not just receiving. Uh,
Yes, it's an
you have
active
to
process.
formulate. Yeah, you have to remember the words. Uh, Many strategies to help you on that, guys. Many strategies to stop forgetting the words. First of them are the flashcards. Can you read about the flashcards, please, Camila?
Sure. Flashcards create mind maps and pages of specific vocabulary, lists of the new words and expressions you learn, and then create flashcards with them. There are infinite possibilities to play with flashcards. Repeat and repeat and repeat.
Repeat,
So,
repeat, and repeat.
yeah,
Wait a minute. I think I must check if everyone okay about flashcards. What are flashcards?
Mm, it's
You
like
can,
uh,
like small pieces of paper.
like a post-it.
Yeah, like
Yes,
post-its,
like
but
jogo da memória.
yeah, like that. You
Mm,
can make with a simple piece of paper. You can make many flashcards with blank paper, a blank sheet of paper, or with a notebook uh, page. You can uh, tear it off and create some flashcards. You can cut small papers, or you can download some apps that have this function, and it's really cool because let's suppose you create a page on every page of your English notebook, every no different pages, yeah, with different contexts. It's important to contextualize vocabulary, okay? So let's say is this page will be about um, things, objects of the house. So I will create a page with objects of the house, and I will uh, use images, draw some objects, not perfectly, but enough for me to remember, right? In this case, I don't need to use Portuguese translation. I can just draw that object. Yeah, for example, the sofa. Oh, it's a complex drawing. Okay, then you draw it and you write couch, sofa. Okay, you create a page, a mind map of this kind of vocabulary, and then you go to Enki, for example, which is a nice flashcard application, or you can manufacture your own flashcards. And then you create a flashcard for every word. You can choose if you want to put the translation in Portuguese. I don't think it's a so good idea, only if it's a word that you always confuse or that you never remember in Portuguese what it means. But I would recommend not using Portuguese, but using examples of sentences with that word and the definition, right? You can include the definition in the back with one example, and then you can have many flashcards by the end, and you will be shuffling them and taking one. Okay, uh, let's say coffee table. Okay, what is a coffee table? Coffee table, and then you try to create an example speaking. Using coffee table. Oh, I put some books on the coffee table. Good. In case you are doing that in an application, you can, every time you take the flashcard, you can include more information to it, which is really interesting. Yeah. And you are helping your brain to understand that is a necessary information and that will be necessary later and later and later. So the brain will process that as, oh my gosh, this is relevant. I cannot forget because tomorrow I will need it. And then you work with this spaced repetition. Okay. So the thing is, repeat, repeat, repeat. Yeah. So Camila, can you continue reading for us?
Sure. Say and write the words you keep forgetting 10 times. It also helps if you create associations for them.
All right. For example, there is a camper alpinist that always forgets the word carrot. And for him, there was an association that he created. I didn't suggest it, but he came up with this. Um, he decided to associate carrot to car
My God.
because I think it has double R. So in Portuguese we have carro with double R. Maybe that's the reason. Because he said every time he needs to remember carrot, he loves to eat carrot. Every time he needs to remember to recall this word, he thinks, okay, car, and then he says there is a some image that comes to his mind that is a man driving a carrot.
A carrot with wheels and
A carrot with wheels.
engine.
Can you imagine a convertible? And then and then for him it works. So do what works for you, okay? You can associate with anything that makes sense to you. It's your brain. Every brain is
Or
different.
our associations do not need to make sense. In this case, do not make sense.
Exactly.
There,
It
there,
doesn't make sense, but it works.
there isn't a name for this, Gabi. How the name? Palácio de. This strategy. Palácio de. I don't remember.
When you need, you
The
don't
Sherlock
remember.
Holmes films like this.
Yes, yes. I think it's a mind palace.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I think yes.
Ou
Yeah,
mnemônica.
mnemonics. Yeah. When you talk about the mind palace, guys, you can do that with your house. For example, you're preparing to an exam, and this is not only about English. Yeah, you can memorize things using this technique. You choose, I don't know, 10 things in your house, in different parts of your house, and you have A, B. For example, A is the refrigerator. B is the toilet. C is the shower. D is your bed. Let's imagine. And then you have to remember these words for the exam. For example, the parts of, help me, the parts of a cell, a human cell. Okay, so we have I don't remember the
Núcleo,
Camila
mitocôndria.
would say.
the
Membrana
Ah,
plasmática.
okay, the membrane is the refrigerator, and then you have to associate the membrane with with the image of the refrigerator. You work a lot with the images, okay? So think about the refrigerator. I don't know, wrapped on a plasmatic membrane, which is really strange. So
Mhm.
you, every time you look at the refrigerator, you remember membrane. Okay. So it works this way, and you can use different to study different things, not only English, right? And this technique of repeating, repeating, repeating is interesting because I said, for this student, I said, write down this word 10 times: carrot, 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 carrot. And you are writing and speaking simultaneously: carrot, carrot, carrot. I did that with many words when I was learning English. I did that with other languages too, but I remember one that was remarkable was beautiful. And it's no problem if you speak as you write. For example, beautiful, because this is helping you to remember how it's spelled, right? Beautiful, beautiful, as you would say in Portuguese. Yeah, the word in Portuguese.
Now I made an association. I every time forget the word stove, and I'm thinking about maybe stove can be a mitochondria because both things give us some energy. So I think
That makes sense.
I never will forget the word stove again.
You see? That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Camila, could you read the last strategy in this to overcome vocabulary insecurities?
Okay, great examples with the words. If you don't use it, you lose it. You lose it. You lose
You
it.
lose it.
You lose it. Imagine situations in which you would use these words, write sentences and dialogues.
Exactly. So try to contextualize, okay? Imagine the situation for using that. Uh, in case of technical terms, it's a little bit harder, but if you want to remember stove, for example, you have the flashcard, for example, with the stove. You wrote the stove, 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 and you repeated it many times. Then you have to create a sentence using that. Ah, to make eggs, I need a stove. Or I I make lunch cooking on the stove, or I cook on the stove. Basic examples. Or you can create dialogues, entire dialogues, to put that word in a communicative context, which is really creative as well. You're exercising your creativity, writing, etc. Are you taking notes? Let's move on. Another type of insecurity is related to grammar. Nachi, read for us, please. No, Nachi read the last one. Andressa, please.
You have come to the point of knowing many rules concerns verb tense and grammar, that speaking while using them can be overwhelming. Before you say any ordinary phrase, there are so many rules in your mind that you get stuck.
Who feels that? All right. All right. Basically, everyone. Um, yeah, especially at this point at hike. Yeah, you've come to the hike level, intermediate level. Matterhorn, Kilimanjaro. These, at this point, it's a lot confusing having to choose between simple past or past continuous. Wait a minute, or do I use I was going or I was going to go? Or do I say, is it correct if I say going to go? And then you keep stuck in these dilemmas, and you end up taking a long time to begin saying something. Uh, or you stop in the middle of what you're saying and wonder if you're saying that correctly. uh, I would say there are some ways to solve that. Yeah. And the first one is what we mentioned: stop trying to speak correctly, just be free to speak your mind, and doesn't matter if someone can if it's not the best way or the perfect way to say it, at least you are saying it. Yeah. And this is also connected to uh, psychology, I guess, and conditioning your brain, because when you are anxious or when you are afraid, but still you go. For example, I'm afraid of bungee jumping, but if I still go anyways, I will teach my brain, my entire being, that it's okay to feel afraid and it will not stop me. Yeah, I will just go. So even if you're afraid of making a grammar mistake, just say it. Yeah. After that, you can fix it. But, or if the person understood, you don't even have to fix anything. Just move on. I mean, with the time, you will improve your structure. The structure of the language will become more, um, again, this word, but not exactly automatic. Okay. So another thing is study what the structures and words are for. Yeah, ask the reason first. Why do I use this for? What do I use this for? What is the present perfect for? And then I study about the structure. Can you read for us, Artus, please?
Study what the structures and words are for. The reason why you use a certain structure is always as important as its elements. E.g., you know that the continuous tense are always formed by the verb be and the action verb in ing form. But what do we express with continuous tenses? And wait a minute, what are verbs for after all? I continue or you introduce the.
I believe you can move on. Do you have any questions about this one? Yeah. First, why? What is it for? Okay, it's to express actions in progress. And what is a verb? What are verbs for? Okay, they express actions, they can be auxiliaries. Okay, then I can study the structure, but ask yourself why before how. And first to speak, then write. This we already commented, but let's get to it. Arthur, read the second one, please.
First speak, then write. Create examples speaking using the structures you are studying. Then and only then write them down. In case you don't feel much creative, challenge yourself to use new vocabulary.
Exactly. So you see how the strategies are connected. I will be repeating myself if I explain again, but I mean, you have the new words, you have the vocabulary that you already have in the flashcards or in the Anki app or on your notebook, the new words from the last class. Challenge yourself to create examples with them and using the structure that you are studying in that step, in that at that point of your journey. And first speak the sentence, complete sentence. For example, I see many students, many in my teaching life, I've seen many students writing first, and I've done that for as well. I wrote the example first, and I never spoke it. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to communicate speaking more confidently. So let's teach our brain, let's condition our brains to speak first and then write, because then you are registering that that was correct, that made sense, that was a correct construction. Okay, I will speak, I will use the word carrot. I'm eating carrots for breakfast. Okay, I spoke the complete sentence, then I can register it in my on my notebook, on the Anki app.
Using the example you said or um, in the screen, to ask why before how. The example I use when I ask you, and I send you what little text that I write in LinkedIn, uh, and I would to write com a abertura disso, chega-se na parte tal, in the form of chega-se, no one, no me or you reach, but someone reach. Then you said one, the correct way to use reaches in this case is on one reaches, because someone reaches. Then in that this case I uh, record because you we use it on, uh, meaning someone and not one. uh, I don't know if
Not the
I
number.
yes, I don't know if I
We don't
was
use.
clear.
Yes, yes, I guess so. I guess you were trying to to explain
I
about an example, yeah, in which you understood
yes,
why that is necessary,
yes,
and
yes.
then you learn how to use it.
Mhm,
For example,
exactly.
in Portuguese we have indeterminado, sujeito indeterminado,
Yes,
vende-se,
yes. Hmm.
aluga-se, yeah, and then we don't have that in English, so I can use one, and in case I use one for that, I will use the third person. So, oh my gosh, the third person is for that case too. Oh, so we understand the why we are doing that. This is the most
Hmm.
important, I guess.
Let me write the example for be more clear. Um, I I want to write it in English, and chama-se não, chega-se. And I write in English by the opening of this door reaches. Tana, then Gabi me instruiu, né? Instructed me to by the opening one reaches, because someone reaches at tal lugar.
Yeah. So we are using.
In this case, I understand why, not only how to use, and why I use on in this case.
And now you have just taught everyone to
Yes.
use one in such cases. Yeah, guys, this is really cool. When another thing that shows that you understood something is when you can explain to others, right? Victor has proven that he could understand why and how to use it. Really cool, really cool. Now the insecurities related to sentence formulation. Please, let me see. Camila, please, again.
You feel as the idea was on the tip of your tongue, ready to be spoken, but cannot define the order in which the words must be placed. How do I even begin saying this?
I guess everyone is relating to that, right? Uh, you simply you freeze. Okay. Oh my gosh, should I use will
Because
or
my perspective, the thoughts in my brain don't have any language. Then when we thought to explain how water is inside this bottle, I thought in abstract perspective to say it. And in Portuguese is easy, because Portuguese is easy. But in English, I should to uh, formulate and uh, my perspective with a language.
In a linear structure.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the thought, very good, Victor, the thought is not linear. Yeah. That's why we have sign language, for example, which uses the space to communicate and not a phrase. Yeah. In sign language, the structure of the sentence is a lot different. You use the subject, the verb, the complement in independent ways. Yeah, normally the subject is in the middle. For example, wash hands, I, or wash hands now. Now wash hands. It doesn't matter. Yeah, if because it's the space that you use. So the thought is always first. Even before you learn to speak your mother language, even before you understood what others were saying to you in your mother language, you could already elaborate very complex thinking. Yeah, very complex structures. You see some babies can find strategic ways to jump out of the crib, and there's a strategy involved, there's a lot of thinking involved, but they don't speak yet. Yeah, so for sure all the thoughts are there, and your mission when you're trying to formulate that into a sentence is to organize the parts of the sentence. For example, okay, first the subject or the auxiliary in case it's a question, or the WH question, what, when, where, why, in case it's a question, auxiliary person, verb, complement. So having these the parts of the sentences, the structural parts, the structural elements, it's easier to form something that makes sense. Yeah, because otherwise you will not be understood. You will be saying things that don't make much sense, like I banana shopping, don't stay here. And it doesn't make much sense by the end. One interesting strategy is to work, and you can search about that. uh, Simple present, unscramble. Unscramble. This is the type of exercise that will mm, be really interesting for you. For example, you are studying the passive voice. Okay, unscramble passive voice. Or you have some difficulty to use future. Future simple, future continuous, future perfect, unscramble exercise. You can Google that and you will find many exercises that will help you unscrambling the sentences. Yeah, you can do that by yourselves too. For example, you get the lyrics of a song and you get the one paragraph of that lyrics of that song, and you cut in small pieces of paper, each word in a different piece of paper. Then you will be trying to unscramble, listening, trying to unscramble, listening, trying to unscramble. This is really cool. This is really cool. You can do that with texts. These are great exercises. Uh, listen, listen, listen. Andressa, can you read for us about listen, listen, listen strategy?
Yeah. Practice listening with documentaries, videos, series, podcasts, and movies you like. This is also a way to become more familiar with sentence construction while connecting English with your personal interests.
Yeah, guys, and I will not be doing just the merchandise here to watch our YouTube channel videos, watch our podcast, Speak Now's podcast. It has a podcast, really cool. We try to bring you content in English that is not necessarily teaching English. This is interesting too, but sometimes it's related to study strategies, learning strategies, etc. And it's not something that you feel so much interested in. So go for things that you are really interested in. What are you really interested in?
Sometimes I watch videos from people explaining something that I need to learn in my area of study. It works because the people use a technical words or technical vocabulary, and it's simple, and I can watch videos with more than 30 minutes without subtitles because the people is just saying or just speaking vocabulary or explaining something that in some cases I already know, but in some cases something is confusing in my mind, and I need to learn. But the point is I can understand all in the entire video with more than 30 minutes without subtitles because he's speaking something that I understand the context. Differently, if I watch videos on something, don't know, speaking about medicine or other area out of my knowledge.
Yeah, but I think you could go uh, even for videos that are not necessarily your area of study.
Mm,
You can do that, but
and
also find some things that you are interested that are not necessarily connected to work or your
mhm.
studies. For example, Camila will be searching about biology and the mosquitoes and the diseases, etc. In English, it can work very much. She will be watching documentaries. She will be listening to podcasts. She will be listening, listening, listening. But I would recommend personal interests as well to complement that, yeah, to to make you have contact with words that you are not so familiar with. For example, if you like to, I have no idea, guys, if you like a specific band or a specific singer, you can watch an interview of that singer, listen to a podcast in which he's been interviewed, a book author. Um,
Like that video you show us about arts some
yeah,
weeks ago. We talk about arts, and you show us two videos. I
yeah,
remember.
A great tip to uh, study something or spend your time with something who will which you will learn, which will teach you. It's YouTube channel called Free Documentary. In
interesting.
my perspective, documentaries are made to explain something that you are not familiar, but in common vocabulary, not much mm,
No, not full of
where.
technical terms, right?
Yes, exactly. And then it's YouTube channel have many documentaries with 40 45 minutes with um, narrador, how can I say,
The narrator, the narrative.
narrator, uh, speaking uh, without accents. Accents. It's easy to understood.
Sorry. And another thing is transforming sentences. Yeah. So you created those examples, let's say, and then you want to practice a specific verb tense, um, or you have the normally it's easier to use affirmative sentences, but let's practice the negative, let's practice the question, and then this can work a lot in when you are in a conversation and you want to ask the person questions, but you don't know how to formulate that. So practice, practice, practice. transforming sentences. Okay, I said I went to the beach on my last vacations. How can I transform this into a negative? I didn't go to the beach in my last vacations. Or in the question, did you go to the beach on your last vacations? So this is interesting to be always practicing sentence transforming sentences. Guys, I have a challenge for you. I would like you to send a 2 minutes audio to the group. I will be opening the group. Let me see if I can do that. I will change the settings.
2 minutes
In
is
the
a
super,
infinite time the audio.
yeah, it's a 2 minutes audio.
Gabi, it is audio or it is a podcast? Because 2 minutes of audio is too much.
Well, 2 minutes is what you should aim for. It doesn't matter if it's a little less, but try not to go beyond 2 minutes, okay? Try to the maximum 2 minutes. I would say 1 to 2 minutes, but you are sending an audio to explain what your insecurities in terms of speaking in English are. What makes you more insecure when it comes um, to speaking in English? Okay, it's open. You can go there and do that.
It's an audio about my insecurity or other.
About your insecurities. What makes you more insecure about speaking in English? All right, in the super hike group
It's for now.
right now.
Oh,
Yes. I'm waiting. Excellent. Excellent, guys. Congratulations. Brave Alpinists. Was it hard or easy?
so
So
hard.
hard.
Hard, right? Yeah, that's why the name is challenge. Okay, because guys, this was the moment that many doors were opened. Okay, I will be listening to your audios later. I encourage you to listen to each other's audios too. But I think the most important is you feel encouraged to start doing that more often. You can uh, how can I say, you can lose it. Uh, Da louca. Yes, you can lose it and start sending audios to your friends, start sending audios to the other hike alpinists in the hikers group. And the second challenge that I have for you, you thought it was over. Yeah, you thought it was over, right? It's not over. There's one more challenge that I will propose to you. You can do that not right now, but after. If you want to do it right now, okay, but it doesn't have to be right now. It's just another challenge that I'm giving you to feel more courage as well, to expose yourself in the language. You can go to your stories on Instagram, share a selfie with the hashtag not afraid, mention speak now, but the most important is marking this moment, yeah, this moment of transformation, that after doing that you are proving to the world that you are not afraid to make mistakes in English, that you are not afraid to communicate in English. and this is uh, uh, um, an act of freedom. Yeah, you are doing that to achieve that freedom. Remember, remember some slides before that I commented the importance of talking, interacting with real people. This is connected to that as well. Uh, Many people will see these stories. They will ask you, why are you posting this? I don't understand. And you can say, because I'm not afraid of communicating in English. Huh? Yeah. And this is an interest that all of you have in common. Some people study English for academic purposes, others for personal preference, others for because they need, yeah, for necessity, for the job requirements. But I believe that the thing that connects everyone, that is a common ground when it comes to your interests connected to learning English, is that you want to feel free. Yeah, is that you want to have this freedom to go anywhere you want, and to maybe live in a different country, to make part of a global community, to be a global citizen. And this is a lot related to freedom, I guess. I guess freedom is the word that sums up everything. So here's the challenge. You can do that at any time, today, tomorrow. You decide, oh, teacher, but I need to do my hair first. Yes, Artus. I need to freshen up.
And
Ha 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 ha.
artists need to make a bird, just
Or let it grow a little more, depending on
uh,
This
the intention.
it calls cyberbullying, I think. Something
It
like
can
that.
be. It can be. Be careful, Victor. I think Artus will. His lawyer will be contacting you soon.
My lawyer, yeah. I contact my lawyer.
All right, but here's the challenge, guys, and I'm sure that after you've done that, you will really feel this freedom, yeah, that you deserve. You deserve. Um, so do it. Do it. And here we have the importance of practicing with real people, as we were saying. Artus, could you read for us, please?
Sure. The importance of practicing with real people. It is much more relaxing and engaging to practice with someone who wishes to connect with us, is interested in our responses, and takes part in a conversation.
All right, guys. So, isn't it? I believe you agree, right? So, if you are the person who is receiving a message, yeah, try to be that person that connects with the transmitter of the message. Try to show interest, yeah, to put some effort in answering, not just say, yeah. No. Sometimes we can use a sticker as well. Stickers not always express a lot, yeah, but sometimes they are the best answer. It's okay too. I think in the hikers group we have been doing that many times. And I think that what can be causing you to feel a little afraid to send audios to the group or to send messages to the other hikers is that you don't know how they will feel interested or how they will respond to what you say. So let's make a deal here. Everyone who's watching, who's listening to this, let's make this deal. Every time someone sends a question, in the group, a hiker sends an audio or something, listen to it and try to answer the best way, or try to show interest. At least ask the person another question. Let's begin to interact meaningfully in that group. We have a great opportunity to do that. Everyone is the same level, so everyone will understand. Uh, doesn't matter if you make a mistake in the audio speaking, if you make a mistake writing, it's okay. We're there to learn after all. And we're hashtag not afraid of making mistakes. And here we go. I'm going to send you some questions to ask each other. We are going to practice among ourselves, yeah, because you are real people. I hope. I hope no one here is an artificial intelligence. I will send in the first round. I will send you some questions here that you can ask to each other. I will divide you in two groups because let me see how I can do that. How can I do that? Okay, I will divide you into two groups. Artus, Nachi, and Andressa. No, let me see. Artus, Vitor, and Nachi, Camila, and Andressa, okay? Oh, I don't remember how to do that. Okay. Artus, Vitor, Nachi, Camila, and Andressa. You will have 10 minutes to talk using these questions, okay? So you don't have to rush. Here we go.
Hi.
Hello again.
How long no see you?
Yeah.
I think now maybe we need to talk about the others.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm back.
Gabi.
We are back. Everyone's back. Okay. I was last time I entered one of the groups. I was with Artus, Nachi, and Vitor, and Nachi was trying to conclude her idea in the last seconds. Oh my gosh, Nachi. How did you feel, guys, interacting in smaller groups?
Was very nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, I discovered Andressa has had doing has doing one amazing work.
I'm very happy with this now. How can I say it? Vocês não vão me aguentar mais depois disso.
You have to deal with that. You have to live with it.
I do not at the group of the girls, but I interested to know what is the work of Andressa.
Okay, so we are going to have one more round.
Okay.
Are you ready? So it's gonna be Andressa, Nachi, and Vitor, Camila, and Artus. Let me change this here. Churururu. Na Camila, Artus, Nachi, Andre. Wait a minute. And Vitor. Okay. Are you ready? But now we have different questions. I'll send them to you. We're back. So everyone, how was the second round?
It seems more like free talk because we are really talking, not only asking question with other. It's good.
Yeah, it was really great.
Victor, I'm so curious because I saw you pressing a key on your keyboard and then you muted yourself. What is the key to do that?
Control D.
Control D?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
It's hard.
brilliant.
And Control E, you the camera.
Control E is the
If you,
camera off.
if you put your mouse inside or in the
Ah.
bottom, it appears the atalho. I'm gonna say
The short key.
the short key. Yes.
Oh my
And
goodness,
H
I've never seen that. Thank you.
and press H, you up your hand virtually.
That's cool. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm really happy for you have interacted and for you have had meaningful conversations. This is, you see, this is freedom. Woohoo! You will never feel afraid anymore, or that's what I hope. Yeah, that uh, we have begun to create some more bonding. Yeah, we started bonding together and as a group. And remember that you are in the same group of hikers and you can extend communication there and you can continue practicing. This was beautiful to see you practicing. Listen to each other's audios in the group, see the pictures I've taken, and I hope to see you in the next webinars, in the next workshops. As the last home mission, I will send in the group what I want you guys to do. I want you to send us a message in the group. I will keep this group open now so you can interact there as well. Only the participants, right? So I would like you to answer this question. What did you learn with the super hike speaking adventure? Send a message, a text message in the group. Practice your writing skills over there. Comment about the pictures, comment about the experience. All right,
Or
comment about
can
each other's audios as well.
just text a message or
Or
record an audio
audio,
or video.
or video. Oh, guys, I love it. The super hike speaking adventure. Now I'm not afraid. This is old, right? People don't do that. The hashtag not
Cringe.
afraid.
It's a
É
little
cringe.
It's cringe. All right. Any considerations? Do you want to say anything? We have a few minutes just to. I would like to hear your feedback. How was this event for you?
Just to
Because it's there.
thank you because the interaction we have, it's we, in my perspective, I have more sense of more confidence or more freedom when we put in put with a small group without the teacher, and we should to se virar. It's interesting and experience. We a great experience because it's not in my case, for example, I do not have many friends who speak or is in a level that we can have a conversation, or people, or I just have a friends who have a level um, baixo baixo nível, ou who do not can do a conversation or explain their ideas, né? So here it's a place which we can just talk. Great experience.
Anyone
It's
else would
always
like to say something?
it's
I
always a
feel
pleasure.
very glad to hear that. Sorry, Artus, you can say it.
It's always a pleasure to participate for this moment and see this beautiful presentation that you and Mateus make for us.
The designer is very good.
And no.
Designer and
In
teacher.
the
No,
now
no,
is
designer.
now is Gabi created this presentation, but in other the other presentation was Mateus, and is always beautiful presentations.
Yes.
And thanks, Gabi. Thanks for compartilhar your knowledge for us.
Yes.
It's 50 reais on Amazon if you want to download it.
Guys, I'm very
I will share it with you. Sorry, Andressa.
I'm very glad with this time. I'm very happy with know you, because I think I study only with Arthur's. Arthur is my my, how can I say it? My
BFF.
yeah, yes, on the course. So thank you. Nice to meet you. And Gabi, your and Mateo's work, it is pretty good. I really like this. So thank you.
I thank you.
This is this is my third class, and I think it's really, really nice. I really enjoy the course, the teachers, my colleagues. It's very nice. Thanks.
Arrasou, Camila. Nath, how was it for you?
It was a great experience. I learned many things, many tips for improve my English. It's good.
Now you will receive, guys, this PDF, and keep sure that you continue putting all these things into practice, right? And don't forget the challenge. Post a selfie to your stories on Instagram. Mention the academy and use the hashtag not afraid. Not afraid of making mistakes. Not afraid of speaking in English. Just do it. No, this is Nike's slogan. We have to say, we have to be original. Oh my gosh, I said Nike in the video. Oh no. I think there's no problem. Okay, guys. I think I will be snapping a picture. All right, prepare. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Again. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. What did I do? My gosh, I think I didn't take the picture. Oh no, let's do it again. One more time.
Gabi,
Sorry,
Gabi,
this is the last time.
And shortcut Shift Windows S.
Shift Windows S. This is a lot complicated. Let me see. Shift Windows F.
S.
Shift Windows F. S.
S. Snake.
Okay, and where is the image? Is in my clipboard?
No. You press Shift Windows S, then a screen will appear and a screen that you can select.
It's there. Boom. I sent it to the group. Thanks for the information. What is this? Computer science tips?
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next week. Take care. Enjoy the weekend.
Thank you
Bye.
guys. Bye bye. Have a good
Bye.
weekend.
Bye.